Hey guys, I'm Stu and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a deep dive. I'm going to show you how to make a graduated filter for your videos. So what are gradient filters? Well, they're basically going back to when I was a young whippersnapper and shooting film. They were basically pieces of glass or plastic colored gradients. So they would start off with a semi-transparent colored top that would then fade down to clear glass or plastic, but a clear view effectively at the bottom of the frame. And you would use a little sort of filter adapter, slide them in, and you could change the angle of them and basically play about with them. The company that used to make them, and I don't even know if it still exists, it's called Coquine, which was, I think, a French company. You can still get like sort of Lee filters will make them, but these days shooting digitally, it's daft to be putting a colored filter in front of your lens and baking it in effectively to the raw file or even to the JPEG. It's okay to be using like neutral density grads or neutral density filters overall, or polarizers, things like that. Absolutely fine, because that's kind of not affecting the overall look of the image, or it is, and it's able to be changed in post rather than baking in a specific color. So adding a graduated filter in post is something that I've done for years. I've done it in Photoshop, I've done it in Lightroom to my images, my photography, and it gives depth and sort of a color hint to the story, if that makes sense. A stylization, I suppose that's a better way of putting it. And I bring it into my videos now as well. So how do you make these little guys? Well, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on my magenta grad here, and we'll take a look at it without the blending. So the blending mode I'm using soft light, and if we switch it back to normal, make sure it's 100%, you can see the overall effect there. The other thing that I've done to it is, if I just switch off the color, I've actually altered the color and deepened it down a little bit. That's the original magenta. So if you look at it like that, it looks pretty lame. But if we take it back a few steps, like so, and then work our way through the different effects, there we go, then it starts to blend in an awful lot better. So you get the grads, and you can see it being repositioned here, from the titles. And I'll show you how to apply the grad we're about to make in a little bit. But basically, you can add it in from the image option from creating a new title. If we go back to our framing position, you can see it there. And then we can just check the blending, soft light, 100%. And obviously you can choose how much opacity you want to actually blend in and create the effect. And then that gives you, just play it through, the effect of, I've got a bleach bypass of grade going on in the image, or the video rather, and the grad going over the top. So it's a stylization thing. Used subtly like this and not OTT, then it looks good. It just gives a drama to your video. But if you use it too heavily, then it's a bit like HDR. If you do HDR too heavily, then it can just get too much and it looks silly. I remember when HDR first came out that people were going nuts with it and it just looks daft. Whereas if you keep it in a more subtle level, it works an awful lot better. So first of all, let me show you how to make the grad. And for that, we're going to go into an app called Art Studio Pro. This is Art Studio Pro, and it's probably the closest thing you'll get to Photoshop on the iPad, because for the moment, Photoshop for the iPad actually really sucks. It does a couple of really cool things, and what it does do, it does well, but it's missing a massive amount of features that you would normally see in the full version of Photoshop. So for now, I use Art Studio Pro. It's wonderful, and let me show you how to create a grad in it. So go to File, New, New Empty. From there, I'm going to go into presets for this device, and I've got a preset built in for 4K video. So we tap on that. We'll give the document a name, just call it Grad, and then we click Create. That will generate a transparent document like so. And from there, if you aren't already on it, then go down to the menu on the left and go to the gradient fill. If we tap on the gradient fills, you can bring in all sorts of gradient patterns, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to choose this orange, carrot orange gradient, and you'll notice its color is transparent on the left, which is important because if you choose the white to carrot option, then it's going to not work, or not work very well, at least in LumaFusion. So transparency to the color is what we're looking for. So we'll just tap on that again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down about, I don't know, 50, 60 pixels, something like that from the top, and then pull it down. And then you're going to just leave a bit of transparency. It's up to you how far you make the grad, but I tend to sort of pull it down to around about here. And that's the graduated filter created. It's as simple as that, really not complicated. So from there, you can go to File, and there's an option in Art Studio Pro for quick export. If you choose the PNG option, it keeps the transparency, and then that's our grad made. And we'll go back to LumaFusion now to show you how to apply it. Okay, so let's just delete this magenta grad out of the way. And I'm going to go into my files, and we're going to go all the way back to files. We're then going to go to, say, LumaFusion, and then graduated filters. And you can see I've got a selection here, and you can see now we've got the carrot one there. So what we have to do first of all is just drag it onto the timeline, and we'll put it in there, stretched out, like so. And you can see how it looks without actually any blending. I'm just going to zoom into the timeline a little bit and make sure that it's coming right to the end. Check that it's starting at the beginning, and then we'll double tap on the gradient and go and change blending to soft light, so, and then it blends in. And then you can decide how much strength you want to apply. Do you want to be a little bit more subtle, down into the 70s, or do you want it a bit stronger? It's personal preference. As they say, you do you, boo-boo, and you choose how you want your video to actually look. I think that looks pretty good. And then all I've got to do is make sure that I blend it in correctly. And the way to do that is just go back to my transitions, and from there, I'm going to go to dip, add a dip. Just stretch that out to 3 seconds because I like to just subtly bring in my transition sometimes. I can get it positioned. There we go. And then I'm just having it cut at the back end. So here's the effect. And that looks pretty good. Quite happy with that. Now, if you want to sort of save them as a sort of preset, then you need to go into the title section. Now, I've got somewhere in here, see the new graphic thing here? You can create that just so that it allows you to load up an image. I'll show you how to basically do it under normal circumstances. So I'm just going to go into standard titles. I'm then going to drag down a standard title, like so, double tap on it, and then from there go to T. You will then see if you click the plus symbol here, you can add an image. And it's at this point you can go and find your graduated filter. And if I go back out of here, and my LumaFusion folder, graduated filters, you can see all the different grads. So again, what we'll do is I'll take the red one in this time just to show a difference. So it comes in like this, and then what you want to do is you can leave it that size if you want and then expand it at a later stage, or you can instantly go down to your scale and actually scale it up, get it to fit in. And then once you've done that, you can then save that as a preset. So I'll just call this another red grad, tap the star, and that's that saved, and you can see it there. Now, I have actually saved it with the text over it because I didn't notice there was text. So what you actually have to do is delete that text, that's better, and then we need to resave it. So we should be able to hold this down, and will we delete it? We'll go to rename, take the name, copy, and then save it again, paste, and you'll see it creates another red grad 1. We can then delete that one, and then we can go in and rename this one yet again and take away the number 1 if you want. Tap that, there we go. And then from there, all you're going to do is change the blending mode. So we go down to blending, again, scroll through until you get to soft light, boom, and just dial down the effect. And what I've got set up, if I just move that back to normal, is in my presets, if we go to here, you'll see I've got 50% soft light, and that just quickly does it for me. And there you can see the red grad, which I'll switch off the orange grad, over the top. So that's pretty much it. That's how you make your graduated filters using RStudio Pro, how you bring them into LumaFusion using actually the titles. And as you can see, I've got quite a few preset and built up. So just to finish off very, very quickly, I'll delete these layers. So for example, I could bring in a gold grad, stretch it out, see how it's a little bit smaller. Well, again, all I've got to do is go in here, go to here, and I've got 210% grad scaling, and then I've got 50% soft light. I need to click it the other way around, soft light first, then grad scaling. And then we have this gold effect, which I don't think suits this image just as much as the magenta or the orange or even the red kind of suits it, but you get the general idea. So there you go, our first deep dive into creating graduated filters. Hope you have fun with it. Remember, try and keep it a little bit more subtle. You don't want it too strong, but it's a great way to add sort of drama and stylize your videos. And I'll catch you on the next one.